What's up, YouTube? Boy, Young Lincoln here, man. So we had another situation, another story of a young woman named Korryn Gaines. She was fatally shot down by the police. Now, it was a 20-minute video. Before I go into really detail and break this down, it's a 20-minute video of her being pulled over, or quote unquote, she thinks she was harassed by the police officers in Maryland. Now, what it appeared to be, according to my knowledge and my research, what it appeared to be is that she didn't have any tags in her car. So it led for her getting pulled over. And also too, in the past, I guess they said she refused to go to court, saying when she had a traffic violation. Now, she was in the car, with a 5-year-old son, and it was another baby, I think it was a baby girl or another child, young infant. And she was she was putting them in harm's way, I believe. Now, reason why, before I say that, the reason why I feel like she was putting them in harm's way is that, her language, her violent language towards the cops, and I understand that as black melanated people, we don't really like authority like that, what I'm saying? Especially in history, how the corrupt system, the police department shows how they don't care about it. Especially it's like these Ku Klux Klans are being sworn into the police academy and just getting ready to actually have little anything substance to destroy us. You know what I'm saying? So what it is though, she was kind of cussing them out, getting upset, how she was being harassed and how she was suing the government for taking her tags. So therefore she was driving around without tags on her car. And it's just pretty sad, man, like to the point that I'm just really sick. These black queens, our black kings, were really being killed and just being suctioned to this society and continuing to fall victim to this corrupt system, man. And if she would have complied and would have said, okay, I'm sorry, we got out the car, and because they pleaded with her, the police did plead with her many times, get out the car, man, the tow truck's gonna come, you just gotta show your ID. She refused to show her ID for a minute, and she wanted the police to show her ID, to reveal who he was. And so that kind of agitated him a little bit, I mean, they was with her for like at least about 5 hours before she came into the crib. Now, we led her to getting killed someone when she was in the house, and she had a shotgun apparently in her right arm, and her other arm was her 5-year-old son. She was pointing it at the cops and was reloading and shooting. So it got an indication that the cops didn't want to, what I'm saying, they didn't want to put anything, I guess, like take any chances. So they had to do what they had to do, and it led to it led to her being killed, and it led to her 5-year-old son being fatally wounded. Not, well, just wounded, you didn't get killed. And it's just sad, man. I don't know where the state it is, man, as far as how people rising up, man. And I understand that it's horrible how we're being treated, I guess I feel like, but I'm not on the side with this cops was going, but it was kind of, I don't know, man. I don't really like blaming anybody, man, but we can't really put ourselves in situations like this. We have to comply to these authorities, man. I mean, I just hate that a black queen, a black soul, someone that has a great DNA inside their body, man, that's divine, it's just gone. 23 years old, man, and now, her son is gonna grow with our mom. It's probably potentially traumatized. Now, I don't know where the father was at this point. I don't know if it's a type of man in her life, but I feel like it was a man there. I think everything would have been cool. You know what I'm saying? Typically, women react off of emotions rather than logic, especially when they're in adverse situations. So in that situation, I believe a man probably would have stepped in and say, baby, just listen to the cop. He's doing his job. Give him your ID. If any problems, explain why you're suing the government, why they took your tabs, and how you're trying to get it back, and it's just really hard for you right now. Something like that, just really settle them down, kind of that strong discipline, that strong direction. And I'm really trying to get at is this too. It's like the black single parent household epidemic is so disformed into the black community. I think that's what it is too. We don't have a divine family structure or foundation in America, so it's lead us into a blind spot, when it comes to authority, or it give us like a rebellious spirit, because we feel like we don't need our people, we don't need each other to help lift each other up, man. Like the crabs in the barrels scenario. It's like when we make it, we don't want to lift other people up, our race up. We like to go out, spend money, and infiltrate and be with them, be with other races of people. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with interacting with them, but doing business with them, we feel like we made it if we live amongst other races of people. That's the mentality that we have as black people. And it's sad though, but that she had to go, man. And many other people had to fall victim to this. Alton Sterling, you got the who else? Freddie Gray, you know, some of the Baltimore riots. I mean, you know, you guys protest, you know, Black Lives Matter protest, but then again, we go right back to the system, go back to work, and then we just wait for the next stuff to happen. So, what I'm saying is this too. We gotta be mindful of what we say. We gotta really put ourselves. We gotta really master ourselves, man. Get back into nature, meditating. Really know where we came from. Evaluate all 7 universal laws. The 7 chakras, like the heart chakra, throat chakra, crown chakra, which is the divine entity of God. You know what I'm saying? We got really, for us to really be in tune with our full being selves, because we have it in our DNA, man. You know what I'm saying? We have it here. We was the first ones here, you know what I'm saying? They found a 1.5 billion year old woman on the moon, you know, and we have potential. I mean, everything that we did is inspired by other, you know, inspired by us, you know, inspired by other people, man. They love it. Dancing, skills, everything we doing in this country, man. You know, they love our sports. We pretty much the natural creators. It's just sad that our people is still perishing and still operating low when we have the chance to operate high. You know, and just, you know, teach your kids, you know, discipline. Teach your kids about your true history. Teach your kids to love one another. Teach your kids not only 10 commands. You don't even have to be religious. Just like the universal God. Just things that's just you know, out of the box, man. Push your kids to be great. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. And I know she was pro-black and had that rebellion, you know, had that spirit of just like, I'm just sick of this. I'm really want to take down this corrupted system, but you gotta choose your battles wisely. And I feel like if she would have had a man in her life, or maybe she did, I don't know her personally, but if I feel like she had that strong man in her life, that probably would have break off a lot of chains for our black women. You know, our black women are suffering. They really need us. You know, as far as like that other half, you know, for us to hold it down. You know, we need to stop degrading our women. We need to stop, you know, condoning and promoting gentlemen's club. You know, we gotta stop calling our women bitches, man, like these rappers do. We gotta stop being influenced by that. We are kings, black kings and queens, man. You know, and we are divine. We just have to know this in our DNA. We just have to reenact that. But with this young queen laws, and it's just the stuff that she was saying to her son, you gotta fight and rebel and do this and do that. It's just crazy, man. Like, it's just wrong principles all around. Now, I don't know if she has any type of mental problems or some type of disorder, but I just think that what she did was kind of foul. And then what the police did, I mean, I don't know, man. Like I said, somebody got a shotgun pointing at you, and you got authority you have every right to defend yourself, and you have a weapon to defend yourself to you know what I'm saying, do what you got to do. But it's just sad it had to get to that point, you know, whether this story is true or not. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people saying this is a conspiracy. Maybe this is just another race war propaganda. Maybe she could be an agent. Who knows? But at the end of the day, man, if this really happened, you know, rest in peace to the queen. Black people, we gotta get some stuff together, man. You know, we gotta really, you know, care for each other right now, man. These gang bangers out here too, man. We gotta really be a protector of our race, because nobody loves us. You know what I'm saying? Nobody race really cares about us, man. You know, unless we giving them service. So it's just sad, man. It's really sad. I'm just sick of going on Facebook and Instagram and any social media platform. Just have to continue to read about this. You know, it gets draining. It gets draining after a while. Man. But I should have the link in the description box though of the video. You guys should, you know, if you guys haven't watched or anything. But not rant or anything, but I'm not on anybody else's side, but I just hate how we still operate in lower frequencies, man, and our guilt and our shame, and we're not elevating our passions, and we don't have that mentality to impact other people, man. I know it can be hard because the way the structure is, but we can't let that be an excuse, man. You know, you gotta be mindful. You got children in the back, you know, you gotta kind of conduct yourself in the right way, because children do what their parents do for the most part until they get of age. Think about like 7, 8, 9, 10, they start to think for their own, you know. So this condoles to our families, all the people who fell to the police brutality. We'll see if we get any more information out. I'm not gonna draw this too long, guys. You guys continue to subscribe, like, man, comment. I love you guys, man, and thank you. I'm out. Deuces.